Hello, everyone. I made it. I made it. Ready to do a tarot report. I'm just going to do a bit of a smudge. It's feeling a bit heavy in here. Just a little smudge. Nothing too major. I don't want to smoke myself out. That'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? And I couldn't breathe. And what's the point of that? Oh, that smells amazing. Love. I haven't smelled sage for ages. That's beautiful. Oh, I love me some sage. So good. So good. Hi, Paula. Hello. Just doing a bit of a smudge. I've had a bit of heavy energy in this room today. I just cooked some dinner and I came back in, running late, rushing to get on here. And then I sat down and I thought, oh, gee, the energy's thick in here. We've had a bit of my clients have had there's been some big energy today. Anyway, okay, that should do it. I don't want to smoke myself out because then I'll become there. I won't be able to read. I'll be coughing. Oh, put that out. Hi, Sharon. Cheryl, hello. From Sydney. Sophia, hello. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to be here. So happy to be here. I'm going to keep smoking myself out if I'm not careful. I might put some water in there. It's a bit better. Well, I don't know. I was trying to make it a bit better. It was a bit just dense, heavy in here. It was very heavy. So just clean my little table whilst I wait for everybody to come on. Hi, Amanda. Oh, I'm really good, thanks. Yeah, I'm good. It's been hectic. It's been a bit of a hectic day. So, yes, Paula, we're going to do readings soon. First of all, I'm going to do the energy report. That's what I'm known for, the weekly energy report. So we'll do that first, and then I'll do some reads for sure. We'll just wait for a few people to pop on because I'm sure there's a few people that will be waiting, that are looking forward to this. So I'm a bit earlier tonight as well because sometimes I can be a bit late just given what's going down with my kid, what she's up to. Sometimes I'm running late. Hello, Lee. Nice to see you. I'll shuffle the cards. Hi, Samantha. Oh, I'm so sorry, Samantha. That's really sad. That's terrible news. I'm so sorry about that. Shannon, hello. Lovely to see you. Lee. Hi, Lee. Oh, so, well, what have I got to say? Thank God we are out of Scorpio season. Oh, my Lord. Honestly, who'd had enough of that? I did, that's for sure. We're Sag season now, Sagittarius. We're in Sag season. Oh, just free me from the trauma. It was so bloody heavy. I felt sorry for the Scorpios, my Scorpionic friends. So heavy for my poor Scorpio friends. It was just very, very intense. Just really glad to be out of that energy and moving into something a bit lighter, or maybe a bit more fun. We need some fun, don't we? Hi, Shannon. Good to see you. Hello, Lynn. Yeah, so, okay, well, let me just quickly tell you how this is going to work because people are jumping on and saying, please, can I have a card now? So first of all, I'm going to do the energy report for this week. So this energy report, I'll pick 3 cards randomly, your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I put my hand up to do the energy reports each week when I'm here, which I love doing it, love it. So if there's anything in the energy report that resonates for you, take it because it's meant for you. It's a collective read. So if it resonates and it's ringing true, then, take the message. So, I'm going to pick these 3 cards randomly. Hello, Caroline. Before I do that, I've got a Black Friday sale. Of course I do. Make the most of it. Hey, I've got a Black Friday sale. I've got my Introduction to Tarot Practitioner Training. It's above. So it's normally $597 AUD and it's now $397 AUD. So it's an introduction to tarot psychology. It is a passive training, that being that you get, as soon as you sign up, you go straight into what's called Member Vault. And in Member Vault, you'll have all video training, SoundCloud training, PDFs, and it's yours for a lifetime. You get to keep it. And every time I upgrade the course, you get the upgrades for it as well. So I'm going to be upgrading it very soon with some new course content that I've been creating with another group. So you'll get that probably January when I hire my new virtual assistant who will help me put all this content in there. I don't know how to do it yet. She starts next week. So she'll put all the content in there for me. So that's exciting. You'll get some bonus content arriving very soon. So this course will give you all the skills you need to set up a little tarot practice for sure. It is practitioner training, but it's not just a psychic development group. Absolutely not. It's tarot psychology, and it's a lot of fun. It's amazing. And so you can definitely learn how to read tarot doing my course. And the best part about my course is that it's yours for a lifetime, meaning that you can keep repeating the course over and over again. We learn through repetition. Now, people think that's a sales pitch. Yes, I might be using it in my pitch, but it's legit. It is not enough. It's not enough to go and do a weekend workshop and be expected to remember every single 78 cards, how to do a Celtic cross reading, all the meanings. It's ridiculous to think that you're going to understand and know it all in one weekend. The benefits of doing my course, it's yours for life. And so you can access it whenever you want, however many times you want. We learn through repetition. We do. So that's yours. And yes, it's just such a great course. It's discounted at the moment. You'll save $200. And I'd love you to join. Oh, I forgot. Christ. I knew I forgot something. I'm also setting up my, once upon a time, I had a free tarot group. Forgot to put the link in. Shall I quickly find it? Who wants to join my tarot group? It's a free one. You can jump in there. Oh, I forgot about that. Let me see if I can find it quickly, super quick, and I'll put the link in there for you. I forgot. Christ. Oh, I was excited about that. I thought, yeah, I'm going to do that tonight for sure. Make sure that you guys can jump in and enjoy some freebies. There's free tarot training in there. Free tarot training, which is good. Now it's got to find it. Oh, here it is. Found it. That's exciting. We've got it. Excellent. Couldn't work out, such an old group. I couldn't work out how to change all the stuff on there, but that's all right. I'm going to pop it in here now. Here you go. Go and join. Now I won't be able to authorize you yet because I'm talking on here. So as soon as I jump off this live, jump in the group. Free channeling content, free tarot content. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the tarot course content, but it's still good. It's still fun. And I'd love you to be a part of our tarot tribe for sure. So there you go. Jump into the group. It's pretty old. It's the younger version of me. I've evolved since then, so I'm looking forward to upgrade the group as well. That'll be fun. Be a job for my new virtual assistant that starts soon. Loads of jobs for her, work for her. Anyway, oh, you're so welcome, Linda. I'd love all of you girls to join. There's free content in there. Jump in there. Do it. You'll love it. And make new friends as well. Make some tarot friends and just connecting with the community. I've got tarot therapists in there, people that have done my tarot therapy training. Give a chit chat to them about tarot, and it's all there. So, all right. Well, you joined. That was quick, Stephanie. I'll have to authorize you after this. Okay, so let's do the tarot read, shall we? We better get into it, hey? So I'm going to pick 3 cards. I was smudged in here before we. Alicia! Oh my goodness, haven't seen you for so long. All the love. So I think I've smudged myself out. I feel like I can't breathe. It's going to be all right. It's going to be fine. I was a bit heavy in here. It's been some heavy energies of recent. I've been having some heavy conversations in this space, in this room. So I thought I'd better give it a smudge. Went and cooked dinner. Was outside in the garden, chasing my kid up off the street. They're on the trampoline, and sat down in this room, and I thought, oof, that's heavy. It's heavy in here. Anyway, cleansed now. Well, sort of smudged a bit. I should open the windows later. Oh, anyway, so I'm moving on. Okay, let me pick 3 cards. So how this works is I'm going to pick the 3 cards, and that'll be the energy report for this week. So I'm going to do that right now. And then I'll do some reads. Okay, so hang about. I'll do some reads as well. Oh, all these people saying hello. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for greeting me. Makes me feel good, like I'm not just someone talking to a screen. Oh, the energy I felt with that last card. I don't know what it is. I've got no idea. No idea. Look, they're face down. I never know. It's all on the fly, everyone. I do it all on the fly. Okay, let's read the first card. Oh, that's why it was heavy. All right, so the first card that we've got for tonight, it's a major card. Now, the trumps, there are 22 trumps in the tarot, and these major cards, these trumps are called major cards or the major arcana. And these trumps represent rites of passages or initiations or psychological rites of passage that we all experience in a lifetime. Now, the rite of passage with this card is really about the clearing of karma, or what maybe we could call it, what you sow is what you reap. And so you're reaping the rewards or maybe the pitfalls of the last few months or maybe the last year. This is the card of consequences, the consequential nature of our life based on the decisions and the choices that we've made and the outcomes of that. And this is a time, we are getting to the end of the year, right, where we're assessing what the year's been like, what we've accomplished, or what we could have done better, or what we wish we could have done before, or maybe, about tying up loose ends, where we might need to tie up loose ends. This card really is about having that psychological resilience now to be able to face the past and make correct assessments, to be able to judge it and assess where you could have done things a bit better and what really worked. So it is a great card in terms of coming to the end of a cycle. We're getting a little bit of a nudge here that we are getting to an end of a cycle now. And it is a good time to start preparing to cut ties. But sometimes before we can do that, we have to really reflect and reassess and look at what we may have done to contribute to the situation that we find ourselves in, whether that be positive or negative. It is a healing card. We can see he's got Hermes there, who's in the underworld. He's got the caduceus in his hand, which is the healing staff. And you can see the mummies in the coffins there. It looks pretty scary, but these are the ghosts of the past. This is finally sort of healing, coming to terms with the past, coming to terms with the past, and being able to face the past without being triggered. So it's a great card in terms of evolution. There's a very sort of karmic energy to this card. It is evolutionary. We are evolving, and Christ, yes please. Yes please. So this is the card of having learned lessons, assessing those lessons, facing the consequences of our actions, good and bad, or negative and positive. I mean, there's no real good or bad, looking at where we find ourselves and, yes, cutting ties to the past. If you are in a relationship and there is some heavy duty energy going around, or some attachment there that the relationship isn't really for you and you're still sort of attached in some way, maybe think of this card as some kind of past life karmic connection, and that you need to clear that. There's something that needs to be resolved so that you can both move on, because it's not actually right action to be together. There is a clearing that must happen, that needs to be cleared. So so this is a pretty intense card for that reason. It is a precipitator to rebirth, but we've got to do this before we're ready to start a new chapter. So maybe the nudge from Spirit tonight really is about, we're coming to the end of the year, closing the door, cutting ties, assessing what worked, what didn't work, preparing to let things go, and opening to the potential and the possibility of having a brand new chapter next year, a brand new beginning. And 2023, I'm excited about it. I mean, I've learned not to, we all know after COVID, don't get too carried away, but COVID just created this incredible shift really for the community and for ourselves. And we've all become more deeper spiritually, I think, because of it, more connected with who we are. So, despite the tragedies and the difficulties that we've faced through that, it has deepened our connection to spirit for sure, and to ourselves. There are benefits to that. So let's get excited about 2023. Hey, what's possible? But first we've got to cut some ties, clean up some messes, clean it up a little bit so we can get ready for this 2023. Christ. All right, next card. What's this one going to be? Oh, another major card. Oof, we got some big cards today. So this card, the Chariot. Well, first thing I want to say about this card is that the Chariot represents the carrier of experiences. You have this divine instrument called your body. Your body is a carrier of experience, and it's going to take you, lead you, help. It takes you on your journey, and this card really is about balancing both the unconscious and the conscious drives, balancing like trusting your instincts, feeling into your instincts, and allowing yourself to be called wherever you may feel called. And yes, there probably will be some conflict. In this card, we're being called to make some mature decisions for sure. This is about, the ride isn't over yet. There are still experiences to be had. For those of you who are in relationships, you might be feeling pulled in two different directions, or feeling like your instincts might be saying one thing and your conscious mind is saying other. Maybe your instincts are saying, I'm not feeling it. And your conscious mind is saying, but this is such a great person, such a nice person. Or it's the other way around. You're feeling all the feels, and yet consciously, oh, this person's just not right. So we are clearing karma. We are clearing the karma in our relationships, and this is a very powerful card in terms of managing and dealing with conflict. We are being called with this card to let ourselves be led by what must be. What must be? It must be this way. You need to trust your instincts and trust that, despite the push-pull feeling that life isn't over yet. Experiences are to be had. This is somewhat of a tantric card. We're here to have lived experiences, not perfection. We're not here to seek perfection. We're here to have experiences. So don't deny yourself of those experiences. Yes, we have these unconscious drives for sure. And yes, we have this part of us that wants to control everything, and the conscious drives, where you want everything to have some kind of future, know exactly what the next step is. And we're being called to just trust in your instincts. Let that guide you. All right, next card. Oh, 3 major cards. Holy wow. Okay, I'm gonna summarize this reading again, because these are pretty intense cards, and I feel like I haven't done enough justice for these cards. So the next card we've got is the card of the Devil. Now, the Devil in the Mythic Tarot is represented by God Pan, and he was a revolting god. He was just revolting. He was like, he had no respect. He was just smelly and stinky and would just shag anything and just gross. He was just a revolting creature. And yet he also represents the parts of us that we don't like, that we reject, that we're not fully owning. He represents the disowned selves. Now, we all have these parts of ourselves that we haven't fully embraced, or we haven't fully allowed ourselves to look at or to see. He represents the parts of ourselves that are hidden from our conscious awareness, the parts of ourselves that we might be drowning out with alcohol or overeating or smoking or excessive sex, or the parts of ourselves that we might be material. You might be buying all the clothes, doing all the Botox, doing all the face stuff to try and avoid the discomfort of whatever's. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of that. But this card represents that kind of material aspect of life where we're sort of out of touch with what's really going on inside of ourselves. So the Devil card really represents the deepest aspects of ourself, the most darkest aspects of ourself. And there is such a thing as a positive shadow. It's not all negative. There is such a thing as a positive shadow. Sometimes the deepest part of ourself is like the most wildest, fun, expressive part of ourself that we haven't fully let out yet. We haven't allowed ourselves to express because maybe, in your childhood you were reprimanded for being expressive, or for being emotional, or for being you. So when this card comes up in a reading, and for tonight, I feel like the message tonight is really about facing some of these disowned selves, facing some of these parts of our being that we haven't fully owned or we haven't fully embraced. Now, the shadow, the concept of the shadow is popularized for sure in the spiritual communities, absolutely. But what's behind the shadow? What is behind the shadow? Behind the shadow is the unintegrated feminine and the unintegrated masculine. And these are aspects of our relationship between our mum and our dad, and those unmet childhood needs that we're playing out, that play out unconsciously. In the shadow, they become the monster. They become the dark part of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that we hate, or the parts of us that gets angry or jealous or pissed. The parts of ourselves that we're ashamed of. And yeah, so behind that really are these unintegrated childhood experiences. So we're being called to look at that. Gosh, it's heavy, everyone. Crikey. Yeah, so okay, let me summarize these cards. Intense energy report for this week. So, first card. Yes, we're here to clear up some karma. Clean up, actually, not just clear up, clean up some karma. We're cleaning up our karmic relationships. We're cleaning up any mess that we've made this year. We're definitely facing some of these darker aspects of ourselves. It wasn't by mistake. I jumped on earlier talking about Scorpio season and what a shitstorm it was. Well, it was just heavy. It was just so heavy. And yeah, we're sort of cleaning up some of that energy, some of that dark that came to conscious awareness, that was unveiled, that revealed itself to us. And yes, we can't ignore it. We can't ignore those feelings. We're being called. There's a calling. Maybe one of the messages of this card for you and for all of us, that life isn't over yet. It isn't over. Say yes to the new experiences. Move forward. Continue to forge forward despite the conflict that you have around moving forward, to continue to forge forward. Allow yourself to trust, that it must be this way. Trust that and forge forward with that. And then, of course, I talked about the devil. Yes, we've got to start facing some of these aspects of ourselves. I don't want to do therapy this week. I'm just saying, all right, Spirit, I'm not up for it. But it looks like that's what we're being called to do this week, is to start looking at ourselves a bit more deeply so that we can clear our karma. Yes, 3 major cards. Initiations. No, you're not losing your mind. You're not losing your mind at all. It's big energy this week. I was sort of like, I've been thinking about, all excited, it's Sag season and all that sort of stuff. And yet I have felt this kind of heaviness this week. It could be just a personal thing going on for me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't project it or globalize it. But no worries, Fleur. Take care. Yes, moving forward. We do have to move forward. Anyway, Julie, thanks for sharing. I appreciate everybody sharing. Thank you so much. That's just, what was that? Ashley said, I don't want to clear much else. I've been doing this all year. Yeah, I've had enough too, Ashley. I'm done. I'm sick of it too. But yes, we want 2023 to be like, I definitely want to clear some stuff, cut some ties, clean slate. I was sort of like thinking earlier, I'm going to do some reads now, so I'm shuffling the cards. I was actually thinking earlier that I want to go and have some fun this summer. I want to go out, and summer summer sort of calls that from us anyway, but to go and have some fun, you've got to get over yourself too, hey? Like get over your things that you might be putting in the way of having a good time, the stuff that you might be saying to yourself, or maybe you're body shaming yourself. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. The maelstrom. Hey, Jess? Yes, we do need to keep our vibrations high, but in doing so, we've also got to clear. Feeling is healing, hey? Feeling is healing. The shadow's not so bad. The devil card's not so bad. It's valuable. The more we can learn to digest the shadow, the more we can accept it in others, the more we can be accepting and non-judgmental of other people. The most judgmental people out there are the people that have not really looked at their own stuff And yeah, they're unaware, or they're unconscious to their own shadow. The more conscious we can become to the shadow, the more loving, the more kinder, the more compassionate, more empathy. We have to learn to digest the shadow, and we've got to get good at swallowing it down, chewing it up, tasting it. So we're ready for another one, because you can't get rid of it. Hey, you just can't get rid of the shadow. It's always going to be there. Beware, 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 buyer beware. If somebody says, I've healed my shadow, no. Well, it's a wound. It's a wound that I call it the wound that doesn't really, that weeps. It's the weeping wound. It's the weeping wound. It's kind of always there. Gets triggered, and the more conscious we become, the less it controls us, the less we are likely to be controlled by it. We'll see it come up and go, oh yeah, that's old mate. That's the fuckery again, or that's, that's this, old mate's back, oh, that old chestnut's back again. And you can choose to respond differently to situations when you're aware of it. But it does take some looking at some being, confronting yourself, for sure. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay, let's do some reads, shall we? Alana, is it? That's your anxiety, old mate, hey? That old chestnut. Yeah, but a lot of people experience anxiety. I think it's sort of, we can blame some of that on our, the early formative years, depending on how secure our attachment was to our parents, when we were younger, 0 to sort of 6, 0 to 8. Yeah. Anyway, this is not Psychology 101, but I could definitely go there, that's for sure. All right, let's pick a card. So, Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Anything for me, please? Sure, let's see what the cards have to say. If you've got a question, don't be afraid to ask me a question. Happy to answer questions. So what's going on with Barry? What's going on with Barry? We're just going to we have to respond to Barry. Barry said lot of shite. Barry is full of shite. That's why it's a lot of shite for him. So let's just block user, shall we? Goodbye, Barry. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. User blocked. And we might just delete his comment, because we don't need to look at, oh shit. We don't need to look at that, do we? Delete comment. Goodbye, Bazza. All gone. See ya. Did we block him? User was blocked. Yes, he's gone. What's wrong with these guys, hey? They're just so dysfunctional. So dysfunctional. Can you imagine how much you hate yourself to have to come online and then just to put people down just for the sake of it? Just because you think you have an authority, your voice is more privileged than the next person. What a dick. Anyway, he's gone now. So, it's just it's not good, is it? It's not these men. Oh, just the men are really traumatized in the world, hey? There's a lot of traumatized men, and they blame us. But, Anyway, moving on. All right, so Sharon, this is for you. Okay, Sharon. So this tells me that you've been through some family stuff. There has been some, either you're going through it right now, or you've just recently cleared it, or not long ago you cleared some family issues, or a toxic relationship that needed some clearing. And this tells me that it was pretty painful, this situation that you found yourself in. But it's a good card in the sense that it's like lancing an abscess. You're letting the toxins out and you're clearing. And if you were watching the first part of this reading, Sharon, this is sort of really relevant in the sense that, karmically, this is a good sign. This is the ending of, like, the beginnings of the end of cutting karmic ties, or clearing karma. So it's not like an exciting card, for sure. The Three of Swords, it is a pretty heavy card, but it's a good card, because think of an abscess, or you think of like a boil. They're so painful until they burst, hey? And once they burst, you feel a bit better. And I think it's a very good analogy for this card, a great analogy for it. So this is the clearing of the toxicity that has been in your life. So either you've just started doing this recently, or this is about you're on your way to doing some of this clearing. This tells me as well that you feel exhausted and you've been feeling depleted, and that you've been feeling like you know that it's just a sense of depletion. And this card, one of the messages of this card really is about not giving up. Now's not the time to give up. Now's not the time to give in. Really, you continue to forge forward, even though you might be facing some conflict, even though you might be feeling like you just run out of gas, or you can't even think anymore. Sometimes I read this card in the context, because I think it's a really good analogy. I read this card in the context of like going for a run. When I used to run a lot, I used to love doing 21K runs. I'd get to about 17 Ks and I'd just go, oh no, what was I thinking? Why am I running? What's the purpose of this? And I start questioning everything. And I suppose this card is a bit like that. You get to a point, you're sort of on the last leg of the journey, and you're sort of questioning what was the why am I doing this? Is this really worth it? Has it all been worth it? Is it really worth it? Have I made the right decision? Am I making the right decision? And the message is yes. You've just got to see, what I used to do on those runs. I'd hit that 17 Ks and I'd be just shuffling, and I'd just saying to myself, I just want to walk. I just want to walk, don't run. But I would continue running, and I would see myself crossing the finishing line. I would visualize it happening. So, this card does represent the power of the mind, and your capacity to sort of break through this negative I can't because when you hear yourself saying that, know that it's a limiting belief. You are limiting yourself around what's possible. Start thinking about how can I get myself through this situation, because you can. And the promise is that on the other side of that is calm waters. You will. Just think of it, crossing that finishing line. It will happen, but you can't give up now. You can't give up. Okay, that was your message. All right. Who haven't I read for before? Because I'm sorry, everyone, and I don't mean to sound like rude or anything. I like to, be nice to read for some people that I haven't read for before, because sometimes I get stuck and I keep reading for the same people. I get confused. Janine, maybe. I don't think I've read for Janine before. Hi, Janine. Hello. Lovely to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. I'm glad that you've joined us tonight. If you're feeling generous, people, a share would be amazing. No pressure to share. I know some people don't like doing it, and it's okay. I won't be upset if you don't. But if you do feel like a share, that would be absolutely amazing. While I quickly shuffle these cards, just to let you know, I've got my Introduction to Tarot Practitioner training on Black Friday sale. So it's normally $597 and it's now $397. So it's a big discount, Australian dollars, AUD. Once you sign up, once you purchase, once you sign up, you get access to the course now, like straight away. And it's in what's called Member Vault, and it's a beautiful membership portal. It's yours for life. There's video trainings of all the trumps, all the minor cards, channeling, teaching you how to channel spirit, channeling 101. And there's also a business package in there as well. So you've got 3 courses for the price of 1 in there. And it's yours. It's yours for life. You get to keep it for life. It's incredible value. If you love tarot, I highly encourage you to jump in. I'll put the course content, put the course link in the thing here. Here we go. There you go. There's the course. And then you can also come and join. This is free. Come and join my tarot group. I'm rekindling my tarot group. For 2023, I decided I need to have my tarot group. I can't work out how to change the group name for some reason, because the group's so old. It's on some so old settings. Can't remember how to change it, but there's the group. Come and join my tarot group. I can't authorize you right now because I'm on here, but I will make sure I do it in the morning. There's free content in there, free tarot channeling, tarot content. But of course, it's not the same content that you're going to get in my course. My course is based on tarot, psychology, and also the combination of the psychic arts. That's for the intro practitioner training. It's really good, great value. So yes, it's there for you. Hello, Lorenzo. Okay, Janine, let's read for you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Janine. Janine, I don't know. I'm just picking up alcohol. Now, I don't know if you're drinking or if someone around you is drinking or if it's been a part of your life before, but I'm just thinking all of a sudden I started feeling drinking like alcoholism. Now, I'm not suggesting that's you, but I'm just saying, I'm just sort of picking that up. Okay, so the cards that I've got here is the Page of Wands, which is a Page of Cups, Page of Wands. I've got the wands here as well. That's why I got confused. So the Page of Cups here for you. The page in all of the tarot, in any tarot deck, the page can represent children. And it can, and they're like messengers of the element. They're whispering the element into your life. The pages are the Page of Cups is the emotional, heartfelt, relational energy. It is about heart consciousness. It is about the beginnings of self-love and even maybe the opportunity of falling in love or the birth of a child. It's an interesting card, this one, the Page of Cups. But anyway, this tells me that you are on a journey, in terms of matters of the heart. And this tells me that you definitely are rekindling a relationship, at the very least, with yourself. So this tells me a beautiful relationship is entering your life or has already entered your life, and it's stirring love inside of you. You're feeling great. It's a good feeling. This is like the fragile beginnings of feeling a bit better or feeling better. This card tells me that you have maybe in the past have felt like you were competing or had to compete or felt like there was competition around you. And this tells me that you've been called to rise above any fuckery. Just rise above it. Let it sort itself out, because it will sort itself out. Whenever this card comes up in a reading, I usually like to remind my clients that, sort of stay in your own lane. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Just focus on yourself and becoming, growing you, it's you against you, not meant in a horrible way, meant in the context of like, how can I become better at what I do? How can I become a better person? And not that there's anything wrong with you, but, really working on yourself and not worrying about what anybody else is doing. So this card does have a kind of competitive feel, and it is easy, isn't it, to compare ourselves to other people, compare our relationships to other people's relationships as well. But it is a reminder that the fuckery will sort itself out, that you can just rise above that and just stay true to who you are and just let your heart lead, follow your heart and be open to beautiful relationships, because there's either one that's already happening now or it's on its way, and you can trust that. Open your heart to that. All right, that was for Janine. What happened there? Wrong way. Hi, Robin. Hello. Oh. Okay. So Ashley Khan said, hi, Ashley. Ashley said, I hope you're well. Thank you, I am. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Ashley. And my sister gave birth to my niece today. Oh, it's a special birthday, hey? Also, so we share our birthday, which is sweet. I'd love a reading, please, to what to expect over the next 4 to 6 months, please. Can you see me buying a house by any chance? Ooh, let's see what cards come up, shall we? I'll have a look and see what Spirit has to share with us tonight regarding your question. These cards, a bit of a shuffle. Shit, cards flying. Or I might take that card since it flew out. Oh, I made risotto tonight. It's so heavy, isn't it? Risotto was only a small amount, but it's just so heavy. I think I'm going to go to sort of reduce some of the carbs this week, go a bit lighter. Start eating a bit more, I don't know, just lighter. Need more fruits, hey? Some antioxidants. I'm loving it at the moment. Red capsicum. Who loves red capsicum? I love it. Can't stop eating it. And I'm having it with like just dips, like hummus I really like taramasalata. You know, the Greek fish egg dip. I love that. So yummy. I'm having it with that. Just can't get enough of it. It's so good. It's bloody delicious. Did I make you hungry, Jocelyn? Yeah, it's really yummy. It's really good. Capsicum, red capsicum. I don't like it cooked. I cannot stand green capsicum. It's gross. It's got this after, especially when you burp. The after, ugh, it's yucky. Don't even like it in cooked food. At Subway, you know how when they shove the capsicum in there and they just, ugh, too much of that green capsicum. It's so gross. Anyway, okay, let's pick another card for Ashley. This one's staring at me. All right, so one of the cards flew out, so I took that as your card. Oh, so lots of vitamin C in that. Oh, I must need some vitamin C. Hey, my body's just craving it. I need water too because I feel dry. Anyway, Ashley, this is for you. All right, so, okay, so this isn't like a fabulous card. It doesn't mean bad things are happening, but first of all, any investments that you make, it's a yes. Value your worth. You can have what you want. Trust yourself. It is absolutely possible. Can I see you buying a house? Yes, for sure. You need to value your worth. You need to save your pennies, and you do have. This tells me that yes, it's yes. Don't rely on anybody else to confirm this for you. Trust that's definitely possible. Don't wait for somebody to say that it's okay. Just go ahead and do what you want to do. Now, I want to talk about this card, the Two of Swords. This is the elephant in the room. This is a very karmic card. Now, I think you were at the reading at the very beginning of this energy report for this week, and we had those heavy bloody cards, those big heavy cards. So this just to confirm the energy report for you, this tells me that there's an elephant in the room, and this is the card of denial. Now, we all have defenses, okay? It's not abnormal. We have defenses to protect ourselves from memories or from discomfort, from the discomfort of uncomfortable feelings, and from our own psychology, because we can't be sort of walking around like having access to our subconscious and in it, floating in the unconscious all day. That would go insane. So this is the defense of denial, and sometimes this card will come up when we're not ready to face the issue. Now, there is an issue there. This suggests that there's an issue there that needs your loving attention. And you can see here, Orestes has got his ears closed. He doesn't want to know about it, don't want to deal with it. But at some point, it's going to have to be dealt with. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, and I don't think it's for me to publicly not talk about it. This is probably not the right forum for it anyway. But it's just a message to you that at some point it has to be dealt with. It's okay. It's okay. We're coming up to Christmas, and Christmas, hey, triggering for many of us. You're going to often see family members you don't really want to hang out with and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, this just tells me there's some issues there that need your loving attention. And sometimes I'll say to people with this card that our families our parents have such a huge impact on us, and we sometimes play out, recreate, replay our childhood injuries, traumas in our relationships, and we replay them, and we know it's happening. We know we're sort of playing it out, but we just don't want to deal with it. So I'm giving you a pass not to deal with it, but eventually the elephant in the room needs to be dealt with. Message is value your worth. Value your worth. Oh, second Christmas without father-in-law. Is that going to be hard for everyone, Ashley? I can imagine it will be difficult. It's always a bit weird when you have a parent that's not there at Christmas after they've passed. It's very weird. I need a drink of water. Excuse this gigantic bottle. It's just not cool, is it? But I need water, and I can feel it. And I know it's there. This is from today. I have to drink. I'm dying. Oh, Christ. I smoked myself out with the smudging. Hey, I must have been the bad karma in you. Anyway, I'm joking. Hello, Suzanne, watching from the UK. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, yeah. So, Diane Sin, hello. Oh, lovely to meet you, Diane. So glad you're here. Passed away from alcohol, stage. Oh, right. Oh, no, that was the lady before. That was the lady before. Oh, interesting. That's terrible. Oh. Does he? Sends you white feathers. Oh, the money's tied up with the... Oh, that's the elephant in the room, Ashley. Needs to be dealt with, hey? That needs to be dealt with. Okay. Diane, let's pick a card for you. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to put a link in here for my tarot group. There you go, free tarot group. It's free. Come and learn tarot with me. And then I've got my beautiful, so proud of my tarot courses. A beautiful tarot course. It's one of the best, definitely one of the best on the market. It's yours. $397 Black Friday sale. It's a beautiful little course. There's heaps of content in there. Self-paced. You can go at your own pace. And then, of course, if you join my tarot group, then if you jump in on that group, you can ask me any questions. Ask me any questions. If you've got some questions around some of the course content, you can, jump in on there and get a little bit of mentoring, coaching from me in that space. I'm happy to do that. So the tarot group's there and the course is there. The course is fabulous. It's really good. I'm very, very proud of it. I have back at like 10,000%. No shame in that course. I feel so thrilled about what I've been able to create. And it's a good introduction, easy introduction to tarot. I do have a 9-month course, Tarot Therapy. Some of you may have seen it. But this is a shortened version, a very shortened version of that. But it's still great, still really, really good. Okay, someone said, Laura Swan, can you see my comments? Oh, probably no. Well, I'm seeing everybody's comments, Laura. It's hard to keep up because it scrolls. Try not to personalize it. I'm not deliberately ignoring people. I just let it scroll through, and whoever catches my attention at the moment is there. That's where I go. It's not picking on anybody personally. Okay, Diane, this is for you. Oh, Diane. Oh, I love these cards. These are the cards that we wanted for the energy report. These are the ones. These are the ones that we wanted. Crikey. All right, Diane. So, first card. This is about wishes coming true. This is about emotional fulfillment. This is about wanting to feel emotionally fulfilled, having a long, like, heart-held dream that you're longing for. This tells me that you're longing for the deeper feelings of love. Now, I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not, but it tells me that you're wanting that the kind of spiritual love. You're longing for that kind of connection or emotional fulfillment, to feel more emotionally fulfilled than you currently are. The other card that I've got here is the Queen of Wands, and you've been called to be patient, just to be patient with yourself. In the story, her name is Queen Penelope, and she was in love with Odysseus, and Odysseus went to war to fight at Troy. He was called. He couldn't not go. He had to go, and they just had this son, and he didn't want to leave. But he had no choice. He had to go. And so she was left with his kingdom, and she can see she's in his throne, his seat by the lion's head. She's sitting in his seat, and she had to manage the kingdom. So, so she had to manage the kingdom. And then after that, sorry, Brad, what's your PayPal? What do you mean? I don't, these are free. These readings are free, Brad. If you'd like a reading, I'll put a link in. If you want to book in for a proper reading, a full reading, I'll put a link in. I don't do the PayPal things that the other girls do. I just put a link for my readings above. But I'll put a link for my readings in there. If somebody would love to book in for a reading, you're absolutely welcome to. Yes. So what I wanted to say about her was that, so she was taking care of this kingdom. Now, there's a reason why I'm telling you this story. Okay, there's a method to my madness. Stay with me on this. So she ruled the kingdom, and during that time, all these other suitors were trying to get her attention, and basically they wanted his seat. And everybody was telling her that Odysseus is not coming back. He will not come back, and that he's dead. And that's it, that he's dead and he's not coming home. And so she didn't believe it. She did not believe it. She stayed true to her heart. And 16 years later, Odysseus arrived, and you know, they were together again. But the message around this card is having patience, staying for the long haul, tending to that fire, keeping that fire burning, despite your fears, or despite the comments, or despite the negativity around you. Stay true to your heart. Trust that you can have what you want. You will have what you want. You just need to be patient. You just need patience. It's yours. It's yours, and it's on its way. Just be patient, Diane. That is your message. Hopefully you won't have to wait 16 years. It won't be 16 years. Anyway, yes. Brad, what is Brad's laugh? Now Brad's laughing at me. What are you laughing at, Brad? What's so funny? I'll put a link in because Brad was asking about readings. So I'll put a link in there for my readings. If anybody'd love a reading, you can book in for a reading. I do a natal chart, solar return charts, which is predictive astrology. I do tarot reads, and of course, soul work, wrong one. I do tarot reads, of course. Yeah, I'm a tarot teacher. You get the best of the best. You come have a reading with me for sure. I know my cards, know tarot very, very well. Teach tarot therapy. Mike Who Cheese Harry. What's that? Mike Who Cheese Harry. Am I missing the joke, everyone? Have I missed it? Am I not getting it? I don't get it, Brad. Have I missed something? Don't know. Hi, Miranda. Yes. Miranda, hello. Lovely to meet you. I'm so thrilled you're here. I'm so happy you're here. Glad you're here. Let's pick some cards. Hey, let's pick some cards for you. Hello, Connie. Nice to meet you. Crystal. Maybe a shave down there. Oh, Christ. We got another dickhead. Why do these dickheads feel so compelled to be dickheads? I just don't get it. What's wrong with these guys? There's something wrong with them. Hey? There's just something wrong. They think that they can just... Yeah. Weirdos. Weirdos, hey? Just weirdos. Anyway, he's gone now. Just got to get rid of his comments because we don't like looking at the comments, do we? Got to get rid of them. Anyway, okay, back to Miranda. Let's get moving. Why is it always men as well? What is it, these guys? Now, here's my theory. The problem with these guys is then, well, there's a few theories. Actually, I probably shouldn't say it. I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it. They're not very attractive men, are they? They can't get any women. They're a bit angry about that. Hi, Diane. Lovely to see you. Long time no see. Good to see you. So let's read some cards from Miranda. Oh, for God's sake, he's back. Goodbye. Block user. There he is. He's gone. Delete comment. How come I can't delete him? Did I block him? Yeah, he was blocked. How did he get back on there? That's weird, isn't it? Interesting. Yes. So, okay. Could I have a card for love? Oh, I just love doing love readings. Yes, love to do that. Love to do that, Miranda. Let's see what comes up. Hi, Nikki. Yes, it has been a long time. He must have another profile. Yeah, don't know what's wrong. Hey, isn't it sick? Don't you think it's a bit sick that people would actually just go out of their way to... They're mentally ill. They're mentally ill. Mentally ill. We just got to sort of like feel sorry for them. Yeah, it's a bit fucked in the head. Oh, that's harsh, isn't it? It's very untherapeutic of me being a tarot therapist, isn't it? I can say what I want. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Now, Miranda. Oh, Suzanne said, men do my head in. Oh, I just think these guys are just really traumatized, hey? They're just really traumatized, and they're mother issues, and they're paying out on us, projecting all their mother issues on us, hey? Their unhealed trauma with their own mother, their rejection they feel by their own mum. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Anyway, okay. Miranda. So, this is a heavy card, Miranda. Now, this doesn't mean that all is lost, but it does suggest to me that you need to cut ties. You need to cut ties to the past to let yourself heal. You need to cut ties. This tells me that there is some toxicity that needs to be released from your life and from your body. And if you want the kind of relationship that you want, then this needs to be cleared. Things cannot remain. You cannot have what you want with this going on. This needs to be cleared from your body. You need a new chapter. You're ready for a brand new beginning, and this is your nudge to start anew, to start a new chapter, to take a leap of faith and start on a new road. Now, where the Fool is a wonderful card, when he comes up in a reading, he's like the eternal black backpacker. He's the eternal backpacker. And he's a very exciting card because he's leading us down a brand new chapter in our life, a brand new path. And the invitation is to turn off the alarm clock, take a leap of faith, do something that you haven't done before, break up habitual patterns of behavior, and try something new. It's time to start anew. Okay? Time to start anew. Your message is take a leap of faith and jump on a new path. You're absolutely worth it. And I know what's at the bottom of this part. When he takes that leap off that cliff, where he lands is at this very exciting crossroads where the magician is ready to perform his tricks for you, to show you the signs, the clear signs of which would be the right path. Take a leap of faith, okay? Take a leap of faith. All right. So, Danny, yes, love to do a reading for you. Hi, Danny. Danny said, I had to make a cup of tea and I hope I haven't missed out on my reading. I would love a reading on love and relationship. I love doing love and relationship readings. Yes, happy to do that. Oh, Linda, that sounds full on. Linda said, my dad passed away and my stepmom is contesting my father's will. My father would be turning in his grave. We now need to do mediation and fight on our father's behalf. Can you give us guidance on the outcome? Whoa, that's huge. I'll do my best, Linda. Hang around and see what comes up. The reads, that might be, yeah. I wouldn't rely on Facebook tarot readers just saying for such a heavy question, but I will definitely, that sounds like more of a booking in for a reading with someone who was a skilled therapist that could actually work with you and help you with what is coming up for you around this, as well as looking at potential outcomes for sure. That's very big. That's very big, Linda. That would be very emotionally difficult for everyone involved in that scenario, that's for sure. Okay, I've got to bring my energy back to Danny. All right, Danny. Danny said, I had to make a cup of tea and I hope I haven't missed out on my reading. I would love a reading on love and relationship. Okay. Let's see. Love and relationship. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually don't want to be in a relationship anymore. I'm just saying. Do you know, like, I've spent the whole year complaining about it, and now I'm going, actually, I want to go into 2023 single. That's where I'm at. So, Danny, this is for you. Doggy outside barking. ugh, that risotto, yuck. Anyway, I can feel it sitting in my gut. No more risotto. All right, so the first card that I've got for you is around conflict and broken heart and betrayal. I feel you've been betrayed and that you're still sort of mending. Your heart is still mending from that. There was conflict around betrayal. And my message to you is that you actually didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. When this card comes up, sometimes we feel like we betrayed ourselves, or we haven't been honest with ourselves in the situation. I feel that, you know, this betrayal that took place was out of your hands, and yeah, there's a hurt there that needs your loving attention for sure. But it's really about like mending your own heart, like trust is an issue for you. So working through trust. Some of the messaging around this reading for you tonight is around boundaries. Now, you know, I know it's so popular. Everybody talks about boundaries online and everybody's, you know, boundaries, set your boundaries, don't let anybody in the back door and all that sort of stuff. Well, yes, don't let anybody in the back door. So this card is very much about knowing when to say no and not being afraid to say no. I think saying no can be incredibly difficult, especially if our nervous system is activated, and it's activated, you know, you're having a trauma response, and you can't act, you're acting out, reenacting a past event, and you're not conscious of what, you know, sort of in your unconscious patterns. When this card comes up, it is about learning how to exercise your voice and exercise your power. My point is, I know it's difficult sometimes, isn't it, to say no, because we get so activated by our past, we get so scared that we're going to have a repeat outcome, or we've learned to tolerate certain behaviors, even though it's not right, even though it feels wrong, and all that sort of stuff. So whenever the Strength card comes up, it is definitely about, you know, honoring those big emotions that are within you that sort of come out of nowhere, these abreactions, these big feelings, these big emotions. And usually they come about, or they come up when we are maybe transgressing our own boundaries, or maybe, oh fuck, what's this sexy dating online? What's going on tonight? What is it with these guys? What the hell? What the hell, everyone? It must be that devil card. If you came to at the beginning of the reading, we did an energy report, and the devil came up. So many devils online tonight, hey? So many darker energies. Yeah, anyway, we got rid of them. Got rid of that one. Girls 69 was blocked. Christ. Crikey. All right, back to this card. What I wanted to say was, you've got to sort of either you know, you're transgressing your own boundaries, and you're saying yes to things where you actually mean no, or there's someone around you that isn't respecting your boundaries, and you need to speak up. You need to say the things. You need to actually use your voice and exercise your power. One way to assert yourself and exercise your power is to use your voice to say no. Not today. Even if it's no, I don't know, it's still a no. It's still a no. I don't know. No until I know. Right now I don't know, so it's a no, and it's a no from me. No. So, you know, this if you want what you want in relationship, you're going to have to learn how to really be strong in setting up firm boundaries about what you're willing to tolerate and what you're no longer willing to tolerate. I think boundaries, learning how to assert yourself and to assert your boundaries, can be so difficult. It is difficult. It's kind of the cringe stuff, isn't it? When we're so used to people pleasing, or we're so used to being, you know, if you may have been the scapegoat in the family, and you're so used to like trying to make everything all right for everyone, and instead of speaking up and say, no, I'm not doing this. You're so used to, you know, walking on eggshells. It takes a bit of practice, hey, to assert ourselves. You know, there's been times where I've definitely, you know, you're cringing, you say no, and then you turn your computer off, or say no to a client or something. I'm cringing in the background, going, oh, that was painful. But it's an auto response from, you know, childhood, those childhood experiences where we had our boundaries transgressed or you know, violated. Anyway, let's not get too carried away. We don't go and talk about all that sort of stuff tonight. But yeah, so Danny, you've got some healing to do and some asserting of yourself to do, for sure, before love can find its way. to have the kind of love that you want. Oh, Viv. Oh, Viv, that's terrible. I'm so sorry about that. Viv said, my partner cheated on, it must be on me. I was with him for 20 years. That's incredibly sad. I'm so sorry, Viv. That's terrible. That is terrible. So let's see, Joe. Joe said, hi, will my house sell quickly and I get a good price? Thank you. All right, let's see. Hey, let's see. Let's see what comes up. For Joe, how are we going for time? Oh, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, peeps. Tarot lovers, not too bad. Still going. Still going. Oh, I need to drink water. That's for sure. I can feel it. I can feel the dehydration. I need to scull loads of water tonight. I've got that feeling of I shouldn't have eaten risotto and I should have just drunk water. Anyway, that's so Australian, wasn't it? Water. Anyway. Okay. Right. Will my house sell quickly and I get a good price? Let's see. Oof. Okay. So I think there's going to be a few offers. Okay. There'll be a few offers for sure. Will you get what you want? Well, I think the house sell is coming sooner than later, for sure. So will it sell quickly? I suspect there'll be some difficulties around it, but yes, it will sell. Now, quickly, I don't know. What I do know is that it will. I can't tell you exactly when. Maybe 2 months' time, a couple of months. I don't think it should be too long. This death card is a pretty heavy card. It's a major transformation, major transition, Pluto energy, especially if it's in the fourth house of, moving, big changes in the home for sure. This tells me that it's likely to happen very soon. Timing, I don't know the exact timing. I'm not going to pretend. That'd be just ridiculous. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly when. I don't know. But I do know the fact that this card has come up, it's sooner than later. For sure. You may not get the exact price that you want, but there'll be offers. There will be offers. It's a bit of a gamble. You'll have to sort of gamble. Be happy with what comes in and sort of go, well, what are we going to do? Do we just take this offer? It's a bit of a gamble. Yeah, that is your message. Okay. Hi, Jocelyn. Okay, Jocelyn keeps sharing and all the good juju. Hello, Jocelyn. Liked and shared. Could I please have a card on what's coming up for the next few months, please? Thank you kindly. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. Oh, I thought someone was in my house. Outside. Oh, no worries, Danny. I'm sending you all the love. All the love. If you'd like a deeper reading, you know where you can find me. Appreciate your thank you. Oh, no worries, Joe. Oh, it's nice to get appreciation. Thank you. Okay, Jocelyn. Let's see. Oh, okay. So first card I want to look at, Jocelyn, is the Ten of Swords. It looks freaky, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a good card. Despite how difficult it looks, it does tell me that you're at the end of a karmic cycle. And if you go back, and I think you were here at the beginning of this read, I think this is a good sign for you. If we go back to the energy report, I think it's very fitting, very fitting. And so this card does represent the cutting of ties, the endings of any difficulties, any challenges that you've been through. This is you having evolving this situation and it coming to an end. So any difficult situations you've been facing, any challenges that you've been under, this is a good sign. The swords are really karmic. They are the karmic cards of the Mythic Tarot. And, definitely, I don't love Rider-Waite. People have Rider-Waite. I love the Mythic Tarot because I love the mythology. In the story, Orestes this is Orestes on the ground here, and that's Athena there, and these are the Uranes, and the Uranes were tormenting Orestes. He had to murder his mother to avenge his father's murder, who his mother had murdered his father. And he was carrying the karma of that, and he had to clean the karma or clear the karma for the family, and it was just terrorized him. It tormented him. You can see in this card he's absolutely exhausted, and finally Athena stepped in to help him. Well, actually he fled, and he went to Athena's temple saying, I'm being tormented by these Uranes here, tormenting him with guilt and shame and fear, and like he was just mentally traumatized by it. And Athena released him from this trauma. She finally released him from this family stuff, from this karma. And he was, and she was the first to bring the judge and jury to Athens. She civilized Athens, and Orestes was part of that evolution. So it's a great card in the context of evolving, like 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. You're doing the work. So it's a positive card despite the difficulties that you've been through, despite the challenges that you've been through. The other card that I've got for you is the King of Pentacles. Now, what I want to say is, aim high. This is about climbing the mountain. You know the goats? You know, we see those goats hanging on the little ledge, the tiny little ledge of the mountain, those tiny little pieces in there, kind of on their way up. Climb. You're on the climb. This is about having goals and being disciplined to meet the goals. There's a lot of abundance in the discipline of achieving. This tells me that whatever you set your heart to, you'll become so incredible at whatever it is that you've got your heart on, or whether it's an ambition, a goal, a certification of some sort, or it's more than a certification. This is like an achievement, wanting to achieve something in life, wanting to make this achievement. This tells me that you've got the capacity to do that. You've got to become like a CEO. You've got to become like the king, the queen, the king. Stand in your sacred masculine and know that you can. But it's going to require you to work hard to have what you want. I suspect that 2023 brings abundance for you, but it won't happen like you will get what you want, but it won't happen without hard work and discipline. It will require you to be disciplined. I feel like with this card that you're very ambitious and that you need to trust your ambitions, because it's going to bring you like abundance. See all those coins? See the coin? We all want a bit of that coin, hey? See the coin there? So that's your message. Okay. Right. Well, everyone, I think I'm going to put closure on tonight's reading. I just heard my daughter come in the door there, so I think I better go. I'm sending you all so much love, so much love. If you want to do, I've got my beautiful, my Intro to Tarot practitioner training. It's for if you want to move away from novice to practitioner. All the training materials are there. But live videos of all of the cards. I go deep on all the psychology of the cards. So we've got you've got the modules for trumps for the major arcana. We've got modules for the minor arcana, cups, swords, wands, and the earth element. I've got content all about the earth element, how to read, how to do Celtic cross reading, timelines, how to read timelines, channeling. There's channeling training in there. There's a channeling course in there as well. It's jam-packed. And then plus you also get my free soul work package, which is a sales and marketing package. So it's a beautiful package for those of you who want to start accessing your tarot gift and start learning how to read for yourself and others successfully, moving away from novice to practitioner with ethical practices. You'll learn tarot psychology with me. And the course is yours for life. So if you sign up today, you actually go straight in. So whenever you sign up, you get the course now. You don't wait for it. You go straight in and it's there on sign up. And yes, and if you sign up to the course, make sure you join my closed group as well. I've got a closed group which is in this live somewhere. I should get it. I'll put the closed group out. Don't forget to join my closed group. It'll be fun. My closed group. Here we go. Come and join the closed group. There it is. It's free tarot group. Come and jump in. Would love to see you there. I will get to all the people that have joined probably in the morning. I've got to tend to my child now. I'm sending you all the love. Don't miss out on my Black Friday sale. You save $200 on my practitioner training. Sending you all the love, and I'll see you all next week. Have a great week. Oh, well, you know, given the tarot report, make sure you have a good therapist this week. Sending you all the love. Bye, everyone.